today we're staying warm with foods found during the winter months, like this, popcorn. Check out how the traditional technique for popping kettle corn is growing, and as they say in the Army, watch out for flying kernels. Popcorn, popcorn, get your kettle popcorn. You may have seen it. We're starting to go, starting to go. Heard it. And even smelled it. Coming over. But have you ever tasted kettle corn?
Yep.
So I keep on eating it.
It's good.
Kettle corn has been around since the mid-1800s when a Missouri farmer figured out how to give regular popcorn a light candy crunch.
And in the olden days, they used an old cast iron kettle over an open fire. They'd throw some popcorn in there, some lard in there, and then throw a little bit of sugar in there.
Until recently, the sweet treat was a mystery to much of America.
We still find areas that we can go to that people don't know what it is. They'll walk up to you and they'll say, give me double butter, extra salt.
But kettle corn is dramatically different from plain popcorn.
It's kind of got like a sugary coating. Kettle popcorn is not supposed to be overly sweet. It's supposed to be just lightly sweet and lightly salty.
Dan Terrell helped develop a way to cook kettle corn for a crowd. It's called Ye Old Kettle Cooker, and it's handmade in Oklahoma.
We actually have patents on it, and then we have won awards.
First, super tough heat shields are built to insulate the burner.
It gets about 800 degrees down here.
Then it takes several people to lift the heavy-duty kettle into place. Next, a hoop is attached, and the basket is set in.
This tub here is where you dump the popcorn. It's got holes in the bottom where the unpopped kernels are going through.
Now this cooker is ready for some corn.
A kettle is born.
These days, the cooker is popping up at some of the biggest amusement parks. Here's how it works. First, a propane flame is turned on under the kettle.
It should sound like a jet engine when you turn it on.
Next, 2 scoops of oil are poured in.
The oil gets between 400 and 450 degrees. Usually once it starts to smoke on you, you can tell that it's warm enough.
A wooden ladle keeps the corn moving.
You have to keep the popcorn moving very fastly so that it doesn't burn.
Just as the corn starts to pop, a touch of sugar is added.
In essence, vaporizing the sugar and draws it right into the kernel. So you don't have a coated type popcorn like you would in, say, a caramel corn.
Once it gets popping, the real work begins. A whistle signals when the batch is done. Salt is tossed in with the slightly sweet corn.
So it's good.
Dan says it took lots of trial and error to come up with the perfect kettle corn recipe.
There was an awful lot of batches thrown away. We tried everything from regular sugar to brown sugar to powdered sugar in all different formulas.
Once you've popped the perfect kettle corn, it doesn't last long.
I've had people tell me they don't even like popcorn. Literally don't like popcorn and they can't quit eating this.
Now, for a lot of people, especially during winter, comfort food comes in the form of cough drops, which have been helping folks cope with colds since the 1800s. It's time to head inside the fragrant factory where Halls is making these savory suckers. Take a look. They cut down a cough and clear out stuffy noses. Halls Mentholyptus cough drops were invented in 1930 by 2 British brothers named Halls. Today, Americans go through nearly 500 million cough drops every year, but not everyone needs a full-strength medicated lozenge. So Halls came up with a milder drop called Fruit Breezers to soothe dry, scratchy throats.
The active ingredient is pectin, and pectin also provides cooling, but in a way that it also allows us to add flavors to it.
Fruit Breezers come in fruity flavors like tropical chill and cool berry. To make these sweet soothers, Halls begins by cooking up a mix of sugar, glucose, and water. The active ingredient, pectin, is then blended in to provide relief for sore throats. Pectin is a natural ingredient found in ripe fruit. Flavors and colors are added, then the hot liquid candy is poured out onto a water-cooled conveyor. The candy loops are flattened out, then pressed under a ridged roller. ridges help to remove any air bubbles and ensure that candy cools evenly. Once cooled, the sheet drops into a machine called a batch roller. Spiraling wheels inside massage the candy into a rope shape. The rope is forced out an extruder where it is given 4 white candy stripes. The candy then snakes through a series of wheels called rope sizers, reducing its size to an exact width. The rope is then cut into individual lozenges. Finally, these fresh fruits are wrapped and measured into bags. And with over 250 million freezers made each year, Paul's is keeping busy, soothing a surplus of sore throats. Another comforting candy in wintertime is the horehound drop. This old-time favorite is made from an herb known to soothe deep chest coughs. Thanks for watching. See us again next time when we unwrap more secrets behind America's favorite foods. I'm Mark Summers.